The Creative Palette Mono Printing Plate is a great way to create some unique background patterns for your scrapbook pages. And you can see a real bright and beautiful colors here on this one. And by using paints and all in the background, you can start with your photos and pick some paint colors that are going to bring out all the colors in the photo in a unique way. So let me show you how I'm working on a 12 by 12 format, but my creative palette is 8.5 by 11 basically. So take a look here and you can see I used the paint and the brayers to get everything, all the paint onto my palette, and you can see the size of it right here. So I started by printing in that corner of the paper, but ultimately you just keep turning the paper around. Let's say the palette is sitting here. So you make your first impression in that corner, but then you begin turning the paper and reapplying it until you've got paint all the way out to the edges. And I think it's quite fun to create these interesting quadrants that become a part of the design. So this background I created to work with these pictures of my great-nephew Jack, and this was his first birthday. And cousin Lauren here is going to help eat the cake. So you can see how those quadrants will help you redesign and move your papers around and decide what's your best layout for the whole thing. So we'll just go through a series here. You can see another one where picked some fun colors, and sometimes the vivid colors, you can see the quadrant there, are really fun. And as you do lighter prints off of that same application of paint, the lighter tones will be helpful to create some other elements to complete the whole page, and they'll all be color coordinated. Same thing here. I played off of some of the pinks and browns, and Lauren's having a craft session here. She's doing some hand printing. And in this one, the bubble wrap that picks up a lot of paint from one thing became the interesting way to play off of the fact that the great-grandparents here, my mom and dad, are having a lot of fun, and they've got, instead of a cake here today, we've got one of these giant cookies with all these wonderful M&Ms. So that kind of suggested the look of all the little patterning and the color scheme. And you can go light or dark to really set off your choice of photos that you're working with. In this one, you can see how we've used two different prints, and I pulled out different colors by how I worked with the background. And this is a good place here to mention some of our new pen pattern clear stamp sets are some very fun patterns that repeat and create a lot of different unique patterns, and you can use them to customize your layouts. And so you can see here all the fun I've had with the alphabets, and just being able to line up the patterns and play off of different shapes, and having patterns that repeat but kind of maybe fade away off the edge. And on this one, we're using some of these little patterns here just to make all of these stamps that sort of give us the look of the bluebonnets. And on this one as well, here we've got the cousins playing together, and I was able to use some of the patterns in this set as well, just to repeat and create some nice quadrants of design and all of that, playing off of the layout of the photos.